Do you know, clarity, focus, and continuous learning keeps us expanding. When the mind is nourished, life opens up. When the mind is stressed, it closes up. The morning blessings for today. The catalyst to living a fulfilled life is to embrace the 5 pillars, or to embrace the teachings within the 5 pillars of prosperity. To embrace the teachings between the 5 pillars of prosperity. So good morning, everybody, and how are you feeling today? How are you? You're a radiant, amazing, specially created human being. To be specifically you. Your greeting to yourself should be that I am created to be this wonderful person. You know, so you are a magnificent soul. No one has to tell you that. You already know that. So celebrate that. I know it's not always every day that you wake up and the world is waiting to embrace you and nothing is wrong in your life and you have no challenges of life. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying no matter what's going on, always look for the tiny speck of light. The one thing you can celebrate, and guess what you can celebrate, is that you are a magnificent soul specifically created to be the person whom you are. So welcome to this new day filled with possibilities for you and nobody else. Each of us get our own possibilities for the day. And we need to know that and stand in that. And that's why it's really necessary to take a deep breath. Recognize I am here. I am worthy. I have another day to do better than I did yesterday. I have another day to be myself. I have another day to celebrate me. I have another day realizing, wow, another gift for me. I receive a gift every day. So hold on your breath. Breathe in life, the life you do. Take that in. Oh, I'm alive. Then breathe in, I am centered. I am me. I am focused. And release all that no longer serves you. It could be some words that were told to you as a child. It could be something that somebody told you that you hide. Everybody on TikTok and Instagram, hello everyone. It could be something somebody said to you at a certain time of your life that you realize that you have been carrying, but it no longer serves you. So release it. So remember, when you inhale for 4, you inhale life, the breath of life. And when you hold it, you center yourself in that breath. And then you release all that doesn't serve you. It could be words, it could be people, it could be circumstances, it could be death, it could be bad health. You let it go, it doesn't serve me anymore. And you continue. So today, your mantra is, I embrace the teaching between the 5 pillars. The teaching that are within the 5 pillars. The teachings to how to manage yourself. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, and physically. Every fulfilled life has a catalyst, a spark that sets transformation in motion. Everybody, there's a catalyst in your life. And that catalyst is what propels you to be where you are, to do what you do, to take the time. For us, it might be that the catalyst is not luck. Luck is not that. Not a chance. The catalyst is not someone else. It is the teachings within the 5 pillars of prosperity. You know that. It's your 5 fingers, your five pillars of prosperity. The emotion is based entirely on your 5 senses. You wonder why they're tied together. We react to what we see, we hear, we think, we taste, and we touch emotionally. And that can lead us to so many other adventures. So, the teachings we receive within the 5 pillars is the spark that sent us in the right direction. So prosperity is not only about money. We need to get that in our head. It's about the wholeness of life. If you are emotionally charged and you're joyful and you're happy, you're prosperous in that. There was a time when people had lots of children, they were considered prosperous because these children were workers in their fields. And that is what made them prosperous. So it's not money or wealth that does that. Your emotion, living your life emotionally balanced, physically vibrant, mentally sharp, and spiritually anchored, and financially prepared to create life that is deeply fulfilling. That is what it is. That is what you're finding. When you look at your life and you notice something, when we live emotionally balanced, and we can pause in a moment of emotional unrest and say, I'm not doing this. I'm walking away from this. When we live emotionally balanced, physically vibrant, being able to move and have energy, mentally sharp, spiritually anchored, and financially prepared, we create a life that is deeply fulfilling. Each pillar teaches us a lesson. When we embrace the lessons, we activate the catalyst for joy, peace, and abundance. The catalyst is the thing that pushes the power, makes it go. And the 5 pillars has that in their teachings. Choose how to react emotionally. Realizing if I step into this spot at this time, I can destroy my physical life. My emotion is telling me to push that person, but I have balance in emotional prosperity. And I know if I push, that person is holding the knife and the blade is pointed at me, I will get it. That type of when I look and I draw them together, when I say that to you, I am not talking about a physical life, a knife. I'm talking about your job, your supervisor, your manager, the person at the store that is holding something that can hurt you. The catalyst for change is what propels you. You stop in the moment and you say, no, if I answer that person this way, they're going to hurt me. And they could fire me from the job. I lose money. Financially, I'm dead. Physically, I'm just in a mess. So you see, the prosperity within the emotional pillar tells you choose when to walk away and when to run. We had Jean last week that had a very turbulent manager. And he was just turbulent. She did not go fighting him physically or tell him back chat when he had the pen in his hand that could delete her life. She turned around and she said, hey, I'm going to let my angel handle this. I'm going to let my angel speak to this. And in speaking to his, all of a sudden, he was let go. But if that person with all that anger and she had gone after him and he was already on top of her, the tables could have been switched. She could have been the one without a job. So fulfillment comes, when we embrace love, forgiveness, compassion, rather than holding on to resentment or fear. Or when we say to our guardian angel, I cannot take it, to God, to the universe, you take it, talk to them, talk to their guardian angel. You know and you believe that each and every one of us come with our guardian angel. And you can do a little affirmation. In the middle of the storm, you say to yourself, I choose emotional balance and let my heart be light. Sometimes we have to teach our children how to be emotionally balanced by telling them, hey, recognize that this person is taking advantage of you. It could be a father, a mother, a brother, a sister. And we have to say, hey, you need to know and observe. And when they learn that lesson, do not tell them, I tell you so, I told you so, I spoke to you about. Do not say that. Acknowledge they have learned their lesson, because now they are prepared to go into that journey called life and taste the journey and know how to react. So he was let go last Wednesday in John's case. Physical prosperity, the teaching your body is your sacred vessel. That is what physical prosperity in the 5 pillars teaches you. Your body is a sacred vessel. Do not abuse it, because you will need it later. I talk a lot about physical prosperity because I am 79, and the point of it all is to be able to move and walk and talk. And ask yourself, a fulfilled life requires that we honor our health, energy, and strength. Rest is important. Nourishment and movement are forms of gratitude. When you eat properly, you're telling your body, I'm grateful for you, I'm feeding you my best. When you rest, I'm grateful for you, I'm sleeping soundly, I'm going to bed at a distant hour. When you're forced to sit down and do not move, to watch TV for days and days and to be scrolling, stand up and look at the faces of the people on the TV, on the podcast, even mine, and decide that, is it worthy to sit here and to listen to this? Or should I get up and go for a walk? Or should I get up and climb the stairs? Should I stand up and walk around the room? Should I practice a little bit of stretching? Should I do some qigong and hit my body to keep the blood flowing? What should I do? Do something to honor that body. We need it as we age. No matter, it's great. I remember flying up steps and jumping jacks and and bending and twisting and running and taking chances. Do you think I can do that now? No way, Jose. So the affirmation for your body is, I care, my body thrives because I care for it with love and intention. That is what the physical pillar of prosperity is teaching you, that, hey, your body is thriving because you're putting effort in it to keep it lubricated. Drink water, eat properly, bend, twist, jump, breathe. Mental prosperity. These 5 prosperity pillars are what are the catalysts to living a fulfilled life. It's no point you're emotionally balanced, physically fit, and mentally you can't remember anything you studied to and apply it appropriately at the right time because you're stressed. You're stressed about what you cannot change. You need to remember, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know yourself. And sometimes it's not because somebody is doing it to us. We do not like our physical body and we're stressing about we have knock knees or we have a rash or we have a achy arm, and all we concern is we cannot change it. And that is what we're concerning ourselves with, and we're stressing over what we cannot change. And it affects us mentally. We are not able to concentrate. When somebody's being nasty, we cannot make them not nasty. We can choose to ask our guardian angel to assist me, you, them, with the guardian angel. You do not have to hate them or threaten them. Trust me. Really trust me. I have seen the guardian angel work so many times so well in my life and in the life of so many others. Sometimes they do not even know. Sometimes these people do not really believe what I'm saying. When I say talk to your guardian angel, to talk to the guardian angel of this person that you're having some challenges with. And leave it alone. Do not ask the guardian angel to do a particular task for you. You give it to them, so their way is not going to be your way. You ask them to have a conversation with your husband that is disrespecting you, guardian angel. And it might take a long time. But their time is not our time. It might be like Jean, it might be quick. It might be a couple months. It might be boom, bam. And do not be afraid when your guardian angel says, I am on it. And when the stress comes for you to take it over and you think you can do it, stop. Put your hand to your head and say, okay, calm yourself. Okay. Joyce got it. Joyce, you have it. That's me with my guardian angel. You got it, okay? You got it, right? And you keep going. Do you know, clarity, focus, and continuous learning keeps us expanding. When the mind is nourished, life opens up. When the mind is stressed, it closes up. The teachings within the pillar of mental prosperity, your thoughts shape your destiny. Yes, they do. Stop creating a havoc for somebody else. You cannot control my life or the life of others. You might for a while if you're in power above me. But it's up to me to accept it and to do it and to believe you can control me or I can control you. Do not make judgment on others. Do not say, I wish their life was a mess and and I know. Hello, that's a waste of energy and time. Why would you waste something you need for yourself? Look at the thing we are doing. You have to train. I train my thoughts to align with my vision of a fulfilled life. The minute you are deciding to look at somebody and criticize them, make assumptions about them, use words that are not impeccable to talk about them, tell yourself, I train my thoughts to align with my vision of a fulfilled life. Because all of that belongs to you. So when you see yourself going down the rabbit hole of nonsense that doesn't affect anybody but you, stop. Stop. And say, you know what? No. Let's concentrate on us. Let's do something nice. Let's send out an energy. Let us hope that squirrel finds it nuts that it buried last summer. Spiritual prosperity. The teaching within that pillar is not based on a church, a dogma, or anything of that kind. It is not based on a religion, a particular religion. It's not based on that at all. That teaching, spiritual prosperity, is accepting others for who they are, accepting people making changes in your life that might affect you. Somebody comes in your life and they're there for a while and then their time goes. The scripture tells us that there's a season and a reason. And we each have to follow that. And you cannot criticize them for not coming to you or talking to you. You can just let it go. I know it hurts. But that's what spiritual prosperity is. It's not a belief in a religion, a church, or a dogma. It's not. It's accepting people for who they are. And number one people to accept is the people you. We talked about that in emotion. But in spirituality, it's accepting that I am perfectly amazing, wonderful, beautiful, and spectacular. And I was created to be this amazing human. And do not expect the world to accept all of that. The world cannot do that. They're not supposed to do that. Do not expect, because that person goes to church every Sunday, they're going to love you with no strings attached, or their job is to make you happy. Nobody can make you anything except you. Think. If you did not learn your twice timetable, twice 1 is 2 and twice 2 is 4, you would not be where you are now. You had to learn it. The teacher could have stood there for hours, for years, and you next to her. And if you do not learn it, you do not learn it. She can tell you, but you can't get it. So you have to remember that. In spiritual prosperity, you have to believe the teaching within that pillar is you are never alone. God, the universe, the spirit always walks with you. So when a horrible situation slashes you across the face, you go, oh yeah, my God's got this. When it hurts, my guardian angel is on it. When it is pulling you down, I have to rise like the phoenix from the ashes. I know there is better. Affirmation though, that's what it is. Trust. Prayer, spiritual prosperity, meditation, and connection to God anchor in your bigger picture. You don't have to go to a church, a temple, a mosque, or anywhere to find that. You just have to believe that you trust that, yes, it will work out for me. Prayer, I can pray. A prayer is a conversation. I was taught in catechism that a prayer is a heart-to-heart talk with God. We pray every time we speak, honestly, to a friend, to ourselves, to the image in the mirror. The prayer, the meditation, when you meditate, make sure your words that you're meditating on is true. I'm not talking about formal meditation. We meditate every time that we contemplate on something. What are you meditating on? Disaster for your friend? Wishing they never succeed? Cursing others? No, it's like a boomerang. It belongs to us. So trust, prayer, meditation, connection to God is an anchor in the bigger picture. Your affirmation is, I walk in spiritual alignment and rest in divine guidance. When you're walking and you know you're walking and each step is balanced. You accept people for who they are. You look at them, you greet them, you smile at them. They don't have to smile back. You give, you donate. They don't have to give to you or donate. Your job is to do what you feel you must do. not what you do to get. You have to do it when nobody is watching. This is integrity. The way you behave when no one is watching you, it should be the same way you behave when every eye in the world is on you. And then we come to the one that everybody knows is prosperity, financial prosperity. Oh, Tessa-Marie, I don't understand the other 4 pillars. I get that. And I say it over and over again. Money is not the root. It is the fruit. You have to understand that. Financial prosperity is a fruit. It's not the root. It has to be combined with emotional, mental, physical, spiritual for it to give you the fruit. A fulfilled life is supported by wise planning, savings, giving, managing resources with purpose. If you're emotionally not balanced, mentally stressed, physically unable to function, spiritually all of that, you think you're going to have a good financial life? If you're only concerned about building financial prosperity, you're letting 80% of it fall away. If all you're concerned about when you are young and strong and your 40s and 50s, I am doing this, I'm working, I'm saving. When are you taking time to check your body? When are you really taking time to drink sufficient water? When are you really taking time to learn something to keep the mind going? When are you taking time to accept others for who they are? Because you are not focused on anything else except getting money. And it's nice, it's great to have wealth. But wealth, it gives you experiences. It does not change your life. It does not bring balance and happiness and joy. It dries you up. The more you try to accumulate it, the more it sucks from you. So you have to realize that a fulfilled life is supported by wise planning, saving, giving, managing resources with purpose. That's taught within the 5 pillars. Affirmation: I am a wise steward of finance, building a foundation of peace and abundance. Yes, you're not afraid your money is going to run away. You're not afraid that they're going to take it from you. No. So this is why the catalyst for a fulfilled life is taught within the teachings of the 5 pillars. Which of the 5 pillars feels strongest in your life right now? Which one? Do you know? Do you know which of your 5 pillars that is the strongest in your life right now? Which pillar needs your attention, my attention, so I can live a more fulfilled life? For me, it's to keep physically fit, always doing something, waking up, meditating, exercising, reading, teaching, developing my skills, learning a new language, playing chess with a computer, emptying me into the world. What is one small step I can take today to embrace the teachings of the 5 pillars? Begin by smiling at you. Begin by accepting you. Begin like looking at your face and seeing brilliance instead of wrinkles. Stop saying, I can't walk, I can't do this. Look at what you can do. You can cook a meal. As I said, I did 15 loads of laundry this weekend. I had to do that because there was 2 weeks of laundry plus people in the house, so I had no choice. But at the end of the night, last night, I was happy and grateful I was able to do that from Saturday, and each piece of laundry was placed where it was supposed to be. So what is the small step you can take today to embrace the teachings of the 5 pillars, of one of the 5 pillars? Which one? So, see, I like to do the closing visualization to bring you around. See yourself standing in the center of a circle. Close your eyes. Let me tell you. Around you rises 5 radiant pillars. You know them. Emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. And they're bright and they're standing. Each pillar glows, offering support, strength, and wisdom. Each of the pillars is just pushing that light towards you, touching you. You can feel when emotion gets you because you start feeling sweet. You know when mental sees you, you have clarity. You know when spiritual is touching your heart. You feel love for yourself and for others. You know when physical is pushing you up and telling you you are okay. Your shoulder, your waist, your hip, your leg, everything is feeling a little bit better. You know when financial is touching you, that pillar is coming at you. Because you can feel the vibrance of knowing I've got what I need to live a fulfilled life. Financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So, repeat this, the catalyst. The 5 pillars of prosperity are my catalyst to living a fulfilled life. When you doubt, check it out. Whenever you doubt, check out those 5 pillars and see what it is I can learn from one of them today. Do that and see your life change. Now, let us close with this. Today, walk in your day, knowing that the teachings of the 5 pillars are not ideas, they are practices, and then watch your life transform. Emotionally, if the challenge comes for you today, take a deep breath and back off. If somebody has triggered you to say some nasty words, take a deep breath and back off. If a situation is stressing you, ask you for guidance. If you were me, what would you do now? That's what you say when you don't know. A situation is stressing you mentally. If you were me, what would you do now? Spiritually, I got it. I can do this. I know I'm good enough. I know I have success because it's hurting me right now. Physically, I can get off the chair without holding and pressing on the arms of the chair. I am moving my body to the edge of the chair, pressing my feet into the floor and getting up without holding. I can do that for me. Financially, I am using my money wiser. I am not spending what I do not have. I'm not spending all I have to get something I do not need. Before I go shopping for grocery, I will check to see what I already have. Just look for little things within the 5 pillars. The one though that triggers us so easily and yet it is not thought of and we do not fully understand it is the emotional prosperity. We react to what we see, what we hear, what we taste, what we smell, and what we touch. Yes, we do. And then we react. But when things are not well, we do not remember emotion was the thing that pushed us to be where we are now. We blame finance. So finance is always mostly a symptom of one of the other pillars' causes. Be careful with who you blame. Watch what you're doing. So practice embracing a pillar today. I am so happy and grateful to have the honor and the privilege every morning, 5 days a week, to bring the morning blessings to you. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. If you're looking for someone to be a speaker at any of your events that you're planning, get in touch with me. My email address is right here. And you can contact me and I would love to give you more about making life choices to you or any of the topic on living a fulfilled life. Have a great day.